The Guinness World Record holder, Ed Stafford, is famous for being the first man to walk along the Amazon River. In this video, we are going to explore the crazy gadgets that helped the first man outstar during his adventures and are really useful to survive in the real world. Having survived extreme environments with and without company, Ed Stafford has proven his promise. But what are these gadgets he was caught using? Are these the reasons Ed easily survives the extreme conditions? If you have ever heard of First Man out on Amazon Prime Videos, there is no need for us to introduce you to him. But if you have no idea what we are talking about, First Man Out features Ed Stafford, who takes various famous people on a challenge to survive in extreme conditions. Ed Stafford is a former British Army captain who became the first person to walk the entire length of the Amazon River, a journey of over 4,000 miles, which took him 860 days to complete. Also, he has no Bear Grylls. Did you know? Before becoming a renowned explorer and survivalist, Stafford worked as a finance manager in London. It was during a trip to Peru that he discovered his passion for adventure and exploration. Ed Stafford is a well-known adventurer, writer, and filmmaker who has undertaken numerous expeditions in various parts of the world. Stafford is also a motivational speaker and has given talks at universities, businesses, and conferences around the world. Let's discuss his expeditions, and then we will reveal the gadgets that Stafford uses during his adventure trips. In 2010, Stafford spent 60 days alone on an uninhabited island in the Pacific Ocean for a television show called Marooned with Ed Stafford. During this time, he survived solely on what he could find on the island, and even resorted to drinking his own urine. In 2013, Stafford and his wife, Laura Bingham, set off on an 860-mile trek across the Gobi Desert in Mongolia, with no money, no water, and no food. They relied solely on what they could find along the way, such as plants and wild game, and the kindness of strangers they met along the way. Stafford has written several books about his adventures, including Walking the Amazon, 860 Days, One Step at a Time, Naked and Marooned, One Man, One Island, and Adventurer's Handbook. In 2016, Stafford was awarded the European Adventurer of the Year award for his contributions to exploration and his efforts to raise awareness about conservation issues. Stafford is an ambassador for the charity Plant a Tree Today, which works to combat deforestation by planting trees in various parts of the world. In 2021, Stafford founded a new venture called Ed Stafford Expeditions, which offers immersive experiences and training courses in survival, exploration, and bushcraft. Interesting fact: Ed Stafford took his wife and their 2-year-old son on an epic adventure for a show called Man, Woman, Child Wild. They lived off the grid on an Indonesian island for a month. Now let's talk about the gadgets Stafford uses during his expeditions. GPS device. Ed Stafford has used a GPS device to navigate through remote and difficult terrain. He has used devices like Garmin GPS Map 62s and the Garmin Oregon 600 GPS. Satellite phone. Ed Stafford spends a lot of time in remote locations, whether he's filming his Discovery Channel show, First Man Out, or leading expeditions in South America. Ed needs to be able to communicate while on location in order to document his progress and ensure he can get help in an emergency. Ed, however, frequently finds himself without access to cellular or terrestrial networks due to the remoteness of many of his excursions. To stay connected with the outside world and for emergency communication, Ed Stafford has used a satellite phone on his expeditions. He has used devices like the Thuraya XT satellite phone and BGA in service. Satellite communicator. Ed Stafford has used satellite communicators like the Garmin InReach Explorer Plus to send and receive messages in areas without cellular coverage. The Garmin InReach Explorer Plus is a GPS tracker, navigation tool, two-way satellite messenger, and SOS device all in one. Solar charger. Since most of Ed Stafford's expeditions are in remote areas without electricity, he has used solar chargers to power his electronic devices. In today's world, it's hard to imagine going anywhere without your phone. But what happens if your battery dies and you're in the middle of nowhere? That's where this little gadget comes in handy. This one is small enough to fit in your pocket, but it's powerful enough to charge your phone, GPS, or any other electronic device you might need to use. And the best part is that it runs on renewable energy, so you don't have to worry about running out of battery power. It's amazing how much technology has advanced in recent years to make survival in the wild much easier. He has used devices like the Goal Zero Nomad 7 Plus solar panel. Action camera. Ed Stafford has used action cameras to document his expeditions. He has used devices like the GoPro Hero 6 Black and the Sony FVR-X3000R. Drone camera. DJI Phantom 3 Professional. Filming adventures is just as exciting as going on them. At times, it may be extremely difficult. The unavoidable truth is that if you don't capture it on camera, it didn't happen. So you have to bring the most advanced and lightest equipment with me to record every triumph and every blunder. Because of the GPS stabilization, you can even frame a shot, place the controller in the dirt, and use the quadcopter as a tripod in the sky. The new model has an enormous range of 5 kilometers, and you can still see the live stream. Alpaca raft. This foldable raft allows you to go almost anywhere. These pack rafts provide with flexibility that Livingston could only achieve with 200 men. In about 2 minutes, you can arrive at the river, inflate the one-man vessel, and paddle straight across the Amazon River. It took Stafford 2 days to get to the other side. The size of a foam roll mat, it weighs less than 2 kilograms. Water filtration system. Since access to clean drinking water can be a challenge in remote areas, Stafford has used water filtration systems like the LifeStraw water filter to ensure he has access to safe drinking water. Not impressed enough? Well, worry not. Here come the other cool gadgets Stafford has used during his expeditions. It's worth noting that the specific gadgets Stafford uses may vary depending on the nature and location of his expeditions, and he may use different gadgets on different trips. One of Stafford's favorites is the solar-powered water purifier. This nifty little device uses UV rays to purify water from any source, making it safe to drink. It's compact, lightweight, and perfect for when you're out in the wild. Depending on the amount of water you're purifying, it typically takes about 90 seconds per liter. And the best part is that you don't need any chemicals or filters, so it's completely eco-friendly. Another must-have for survival situations is a good quality survival knife. Stafford always carries one with him when he's out in the wild. This one has a sharp blade, a sturdy handle, and even comes with a fire starter and emergency whistle. Well, this might sound a bit crazy, but Stafford always carries a small fishing kit with him too. You never know when you might need to catch your own dinner, and this little kit has everything you need to do just that. It's got hooks, line, sinkers, and even a few lures. That's definitely not something you see every day. The next gadget on the list is the emergency blanket. This one is made of a special material that reflects up to 90% of your body heat back to you, helping you stay warm and dry in cold and wet conditions. It's lightweight, waterproof, and a lifesaver in emergency situations. We also have a multi-tool in our list of gadgets. It's got everything you need to survive in the wilderness. It's got a knife, pliers, a saw, a can opener, and even a screwdriver. You never know when you might need a tool like this, and it's always good to be prepared. And finally, we've got this portable stove. When you're out in the wilderness, you need to be able to cook your food and boil water to make it safe to drink. This stove is lightweight and easy to use, and it runs on small fuel canisters that you can easily pack in your backpack. Stafford has been featured in various TV shows, each wilder than the previous one. With these cool and futuristic gadgets, we are sure you would want to embark on an expedition yourself. But do not forget that survival in the wild is no piece of cake, even if you have the right gadgets with you. Which gadget excites you the most? Do share your thoughts in the comments.